come on the cast, man. You've got your favourite champion. Come on, man. Let's go. But no, it is going to be Marby, of course. I'm not going to kick you off. But I could. Always remember that I could.
Okay. Moving on. Hero. Heroes already let me down. I was thinking there was mention that Gragas not very, very high in the damage department, but he can be if he chooses to be. Judging by these runes, I do not think he has chosen to be. Because that Grasp of the Undying indicates to me that it will be a tank build, and getting hooked this early is not a good start for a Karma, but you know, not quite the follow-up to put that into any real damage threats. So hopefully this bot side should be going fine for Team Secret.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good time. There's no other words to say. It's a strong bot lane. If you don't win lane on Jin Karma, or maybe you don't win lane super early, just because, you know, Jinx rockets do exist. But overall, you should win lane. You should have a constant priority. There's something going seriously wrong. This Akali, Rebel said, if Ryuk is secretly an Akali god and he just hasn't picked it all split, he's going to lose his mind. I think there's a good chance that you might have to get rid of another one of those brains that evidently you have dozens of stored around your house, because it seems like every VCS top laner is just secretly good at Akali.
Well, we wondered where the brain machines got to, and it turns out, it turns out Rebel's been hoarding them all, so he has brains to lose. That's what my takeaway is. Because Ryuk, he's apparently just too. This pick is apparently just too powerful to be let loose. It has to be contained at all times. Getting to a very strong lead against Gragas.
Ooh, Almine, very low. He's ignited. He goes down.
And that's a very strong start from the bot side. Eddie and Shu Hao putting in the hurt. And Almine off to a start very reminiscent to his last game. He's already approaching that scoreline in a very unfortunate manner. That's sad. That's sad. The fall of Almine is true and real and unlucky.
Unlucko. But it's only one kill. It is against a Jin Karma. Obviously, that's a bad thing. You should never be dying in lane. But if you are going to die in a lane, Jin Karma is one of the lanes that'll kill you. No question about that. He isn't punished too much CS-wise. He is able to get back in at a decent timing. Of course, again, stressing. It's not good, but it's okay.
Yeah, so now my focus sort of moves to these junglers, both relatively early game focused, both actually extremely early game focused, and especially this Volibear, I want to see Drakthar try and replicate the idea of an early game that we saw in that first game. The good linking up with Elio. Unfortunately, not going to be quite as easy with the lack of pressure in lane, but trying to link up with his lane is try and make something happen.
Flashing forward, in comes Drakthar as well. The lightning lands down. Artifact needs one more auto attack, and Glory will find it. It was close, but a kill is a kill.
Kill's a kill, and Penguin is looking for more. Glory, stay away from your bear. You are very low.
Yeah, I think he was just coming in to hold the tower. He did that well, secured Artifact's teleport back. But Sky, they answered that first blood with a good play of their own. And it's interesting, because during the break between our first and second series, I asked the analysts, why is Volibear good? Because he's very high priority, and I don't understand why. And what they said was, well, he's a good early game jungler. And I said, yeah, well, so's Lee Sin. But Lee Sin doesn't fall off a cliff. And then the reply was, yeah, but Volibear makes Lee Sin not exist in the early game. Yeah, do you agree with that? Do you see that happening?
So it's kind of a you have to choose how you're going to play your Volibear, because if you track your opponent and play a very selfless, or it's kind of selfish, but like track and attack the jungler style, you can absolutely smash Lee Sin in these duels, and that is a very strong option, especially with the press the attack in your back pocket. But you can also just have very good
Speaking of making Lee Sin not exist, Drakthar has found him. The ward hop has already been used. It's got a long cooldown, and Glory's the beneficiary.
And I think the results speak for themselves. Because Drakthar has not been doing great, and he just took it to Lee Sin and put him in the dirt. So, results-based analysis, always fantastic.
Ooh, kill coming in here as well. There's no way for Zhu how to get out of this one. Now we have an excited Jinx bearing down. There's flash forward from Elio, locking him up. I don't know if that was really the right call, but now a Realm Warp coming down. Eddie just desperately trying to pick up a kill, but he's got to reload. The Jin problems come in, and Drakthar gets the kill.
Yeah, so close to finishing that off, and I mean, just a sliver. Poor Eddie not able to get it done, and the roam from Burst the Sky was good. It was a nice attempt from Eddie, though. Knew his path of escape was cut off, so went for the kill. Just could not get it done, and it's Burst the Sky clapping back once again. Very nice early game. Unlucky.
Unlucko, Amino, as he'll take the fast back.
Yeah, he'll take the fast.
Happy about that.
Fast back and fast dragon for good old Team Secret. That's they salvaged it. They got a kill back and they got a dragon. Man, poor Amina. He's just caught the rough end of that one. Like there were two targets in the bush. Hit the one that was on like 20% health. Fantastic. Good. Team Secret playing with map hacks. He knows where he's going. That's the secret to their success. It's not.
Just to be clear, because we know
that was a joke. But here's Penguin about to have very poor timing and proof no matter.
Yeah, that's shocking timing. But he does surf over the wall, so he's okay. Elio didn't have ult. I think if he has ult, he probably kills him there. As Barrel has to be used up on the top side as Ryukin's committed the perfect execution. E dodged on there by Hero. He might have been in trouble if that had landed.
Yeah, that might have been enough of a kill, depending on that cooldown of the E. It is up now, so quite possibly could have been interrupted, and bad news bears for Ryuk. But as it is, it's pressure, and that's what Drakthar really wants, so he can start up this Rift Herald pretty much for free. Orianna getting the worst end of this pressure in mid against the Rise, so Glory has been everywhere on the map, and making fantastic use of it so far. 2, 0, and 1. And a good stopwatch to block the shockwave.
Yeah, but it's a big fight being kicked off here as Penguin goes in and steals the Herald. Hero trying to sneak in to pick up the eye. I think they're going to be able to, as Sky have overcommitted to defending it. Artifact going very low, though. There's a shield onto Drakthar. There's a smite onto the Crab for some health. Glory going incredibly low. This could just be a trade of mid laners in the end as Artifact continues to run away. He is down on the kill. Hero very low. Ryuk wants him. As he is slowed down by the Karma, Gragas gets away, and they get the Herald.
Yeah, they managed to walk up there, and Penguin, with a nice play, steals the Herald, and everyone in the fight, Hero's able to sneak it away. It's going to be a little bit rough, because, as we've seen, Gragas has had no pressure on this top side. So that's going to be where Penguin should probably focus his attention for a little bit. Just walk up there, make sure Hero can push out the wave and drop this Herald. But right now, bot side looking to clear his way into this top side, and that is a very, very standard plan for Team Secret.
Yeah, I mean, this starts out so poorly for them. It really looks like they're not going to have a sniff, but Penguin just finds a way in.
Yeah. Uses the bear as the delivery system. He does go down for it, and overall this is a very, very messy trade, as they do trade these mid laners. So 2 for 1 overall in the kills, as Drakthar just... Honestly, Drakthar, I get it. I understand the desire, but if he'd actually stuck around, it would have been probably a clean 2 for 0 on that top side. And maybe that might have been better.
I think that's a hard... I think we can say that with the benefit of a replay. I think that's really hard to make in the moment. I think just killing the enemy mid laner, making sure he doesn't contribute another shield, another distance to the fight is pretty valuable.
Yeah, as I said, I get it, but could.
Yeah, I definitely could have been. Ryu continuing to do decent on this top side, though. Of course, Hero has now picked up a kill. which gives him some nice gold as a Jin ult is ripped out as a Realm Warp arrives. They turn off the tower. There is a teleport coming to reinforce, but it's not going to save anyone as they've already picked up the 2 kills. Artifact hits the sombrero as his team takes a siesta.
Yeah, good moves from the side of Sky. Artifact just a little bit too late to actually have that impact. So it's 2 kills and another tower plate. This constant dive bot has been working. Also, Hero's dead. Ryu got a top plate, got a solo kill.
He did.
We missed
Sky's
that.
having a great early game. We did miss it, but Sky's having a cracker of an early game.
But I think we should host a memorial service for Rebel's newest brain, because he's about to lose it. Because, yeah, Ryuk. No, you know what? I'm gonna lose it, because look at this.
Oh,
beautiful dodge with the E on the barrel. Fantastic stuff. I'm gonna lose instead. Where has this been?
That was actually really slick out of Ryuk. And yeah, I agree. Where has Sakali been? Elio, a little bit caught out, but no follow-up, so he'll walk away happy enough. But you're completely correct. Elio has been the most one-dimensional top laner, all split. Naranek. Where has this Akali been? He's evidently pretty good at it.
Yeah, like, this has to be this. I can only imagine this isn't a very new pickup, but yeah, it's absolutely popping off right now. Saved it for the Gragas counter pick, and it's going really well into this top lane matchup. And I get so mad. This team keeps giving me these snippets of hope, but I'm just waiting for it to fall.
There is a big can of hopium hooked up to me right now, because they are up 6 kills. They're up 3,000 gold. Glory is having a good game. We know what happens when Glory plays well. He is a good player sometimes. Ryuk is looking hot.
Glory.
Stars got kills. They've just stolen it.
No,
it wasn't a steal. I'm wrong.
No, Jinx is on Sky.
Yeah.
No, but Glory just broke Artifact's ankles. He just walked a little bit.
I didn't see that.
Middled around. He just walked in and out around the bull and sombrero. just presses on because he's like, hey, that's the shockwave. No, I step out. Goodbye.
Artifacts Oriana has some history. This is something that VCS veterans, the connoisseurs of Vietnam, will remember not being something we want to watch.
Artifact is an OG.
There's a big boot in onto Drakthar, immediately turns the tower off. Maybe not who you want to kick, dude. Now Jinx is excited. There's a Realm Warp in. Eddie will flash forward to try and salvage something out of this play, as now Zhu Hao trying to walk out with the empowered W. That should be enough, but it's a 2-for-1 and a tower to Sky. They're 4K ahead.
They're 4K ahead. They are 4K ahead and 14 minutes. They crack open this entire bot side tower. They are doing very comfortably. There's not even that dragon stacking to worry about, as they've grabbed that Mountain Drake for themselves as well. And now they've got the spot lane down. They can rotate Jinx. They can move them into the top side. They can look to crack the rest of these towers. Herald coming up soon. That's the next point of call for the side of Sky. And Team Secret have been kind of dead on the map outside that one little play where Penguin gets the Rift Herald.
Yeah, but somehow, despite this lead, I still don't want to say that Sky are looking good. They always let me down.
I'm waiting for the 5v5 before I
exactly.
say anything.
I need to see them win a 5v5.
So far, it's been great map rotations. Glory has been everywhere. Artifact has been hopelessly impact. Words are hard. He has not had any impact. We will say it simply. And it has shown as Glory. Fantastic stuff. I am so happy to see Burst Sky coming into their own in this early game. It might not succeed in the end. It might start to falter. But here we go.
Hero.
Goodbye, Hero.
In trouble. I think they might just drop the Herald. You don't actually need to go hard here to try and kill Hero. He is a Gragas. He's got some tank stats. Just kill the tower.
Yep, seems completely fair. Drakthar's ultimate was not quite up as I thought it was, so that is a good reason not to dive. Ryuk, however, you might be in some trouble.
Yeah, he is an Akali, though. He has potential to absolutely crack some ankles. He's out. He's got the second charge of the ult. He's out.
He's out. And that's 3 on the bot side against a Rift Herald push.
Yeah.
So that's so much more gold into the pockets of Burst the Sky. That's 4 up there, lead up to 5k. And there's another charge. It's not going to be a turret, but it's a charge. And that's what you want. Oh no, they're not going to get... They're getting another turret. Team Secret, what have you done?
Marby. BTS are up 6k.
Nope.
BTS are up 6k.
No. Shush.
Any hopers in the chat? Can we get some hopers in the chat? Put your hands in the air if BTS are finally going to break Team Secret. Remember, Team Secret has one of the dumbest stats in the league. They have not won a single game, and I mean game, not match, game against a team above them in the standings, and they have not lost a single game to a team below them. They have not played a 3-game series this entire split. Can Sky finally force Team Secret to earn their paychecks and play the maximum allotted hours?
Oh no, Glory. Oh!
It's fine. He's out. Oh, never mind. He's not out.
It was...
But Realm Warp is used. He's Gonski. Now Ryuk arrives, but Ryuk is Kali. He gets away from the Orianna ult, but now he's in the middle of the enemy team, and he is fuming at Glory.
I wish we had player cam so much right now because, oh man. Yeah, so that was kind of a stroke of luck from Glory. Hero clipping a minion that you couldn't really see because of Glory's model. And that saves him. It saves him from being instantly comboed to death. But yeah, Hero tries to play the not Hero. Ryuk tries to play the hero. God, that's annoying. And yeah, gets dogged by the boys. That's the takeaway. And
but regardless of dogging aside, which I'm really glad we're Australian because that's got other meanings elsewhere.
Yeah,
Dragon is secured. Dragon has been secured. They pick up another tower. We're moving forward. We're pushing on.
Let's
BTS continue to grow the gold lead. Okay, yeah, silly moment, very funny up in the top side, but they are still in a ridiculously dominant position on the map.
Yeah, they've picked up another dragon, and this Baron is the crucial point. Can they play this Baron out cleanly? Can they play the dance to succession, or do they get caught in a pit against a Shockwave and a Gragas AoE? That's a lot to ask for, but again, it is just this tank Gragas. If this was an AP Gragas, Baron becomes nigh on impossible to risk because the AoE burst potential is so huge. And I'm feeling the lack of damage coming out from Hero right now. He gets to survive against the Akali a little bit, and it makes the kill threat disappear. But that doesn't matter because the pressure is down and Akali's looking for the flank.
Yeah, here they go. A lot of damage immediately done. The Jinx has been removed from the fight. Zhuhao lives as well as Hero arrives with TP. Realm Warp coming in with 2 friends on deck. Jin is in so much trouble, but finally a Shockwave lands into that Gragas barrel. So much damage being dealt, but Ryuk is a menace in the backline. He is preying on these low health bars as he picks up a kill, and Sky come out on top in the 5v5. Marby, I'm getting excited.
Unfortunately, they're not going to be able to convert it quite likely because Amine is far away.
20 minutes. Yeah, no.
There's no... The death timers are too short. Amine was removed, so they don't have the damage to really cut it down. No one to tank it up either, with Drakthar's health bar being what it was. So they're just going to take the win and back off. It's good now. They can look to set it up again. And I was setting it up as Ryuk's coming from the flank, but Penguin jumps the gun and gets a great kick onto Amine. But look at that damage he's able to pump out onto Zhuhao. It forces them right back out of the fight. and gives Sky the confidence to say, this is technically a 4v4, because Zhuhao's not contributing, really. He drops the one shield, and then he has to go. He has to book it. Glory removes the Jhin, and then Ryuk finds the assassination onto this Orianna, and that's fight 1. It's going so well for Sky. And oh my god, I don't want to get excited.
We can't let this team bait us again. This team has hurt us in the past. I don't believe in BTS until I see a Nexus exploding, but they are in a fantastic position. They need to be respecting Ryuk. I feel like that's the big mistake that has happened in a few skirmishes here. It's just not respecting Ryuk. You have to have a plan for him. You don't have good point-and-click CC on this composition. You've got a Lee Sin kick, which is not ideal for a Kali. That's kind of all you have that would work in any way on an Akali, and that's not really good enough. So you need to work together as a team to figure out a way to keep Artifact alive and to keep Eddie alive, because as soon as one of them dies, you just don't do damage.
Yeah, and there is really nothing there that can just lock down an Akali. You can get them out of the Shroud easily enough and make them vulnerable to damage, but besides that barrel, what are you really looking for? Not much to work with. And that's just another tower taken down, and they haven't even looked at the Baron. The base is all that's left. It's a minute left to Dragon, so with this reset, I think Sky is going to sort of be looking to make a split decision. Baron is a little bit more important than just getting the soul point, but it's so easy to pick this up, especially if Team Secret have spent all their attention towards the top side. They don't want the Baron to go down. And as a result,
interestingly, I think this is one of those situations where you can have a win-win, because Team Secret could pick up a Baron, but I don't actually think Baron does anything for them. I mean, it's nice, right? But all Baron really does is buy you 3 minutes, which just gets you closer to the soul point. Oh, Eddie does Gale Force away. Well done there. He lives. But all they really spend is a Realm Warp. It's not like they invested anything there.
Yeah, and it's forced them all back into their base, and to give Sky the opportunity to just bundle on over to this Dragon, which will disappear in seconds. And no, there is not enough damage on Team Secret to burst this Baron down at all. But they can try and set a trap.
If they can pinch Draxar, maybe they can make something happen. He goes on to Zhuhao. Ryuk comes in through the Hex Gate to find a flank. They are reading this Karma as hyper important. They kill her. It's traded onto Ryuk. I think that's a really, really interesting way of approaching this fight. They really wanted Zhuhao dead.
Yeah, I can see the reasoning. As we hold on.
Yeah, Hero taking no real damage. He's very tanky. That barrel doesn't do a huge amount, but there is a shockwave moved as well. That is a lot of damage going in onto Glory, but it's traded back for 2. Artifact needs to get another rotation of spells. He can't because of a zap. And now it's just Hero. If he can get another belly bot, maybe he does something, but no, they cut the fat man down. Finally, he falls. That'll get them the Dragon. Oh my word, mommy.
You saw the damage that was coming out of this composition, especially Glory. They gathered up on him, and the overload damage just ripped them apart. And it's all coming up for Burst Sky right now. They follow up on that 4v4. They clean it up nicely. And we will go back to this Baron replay fairly shortly, I assume. Nope, we're going to skip the Baron part and move straight to this bit, where they inject so much damage onto Hero. He's already absurdly tanky at this point in the game, but this group up and just look at all this damage Glory is able to put out. They pretty much deletes 2 members instantly, and then it gives the space for Aomini to clean it up. Takes a long time to cut through this Gragas, of course, with the rapid fire second. It does not do very good into tanks, I must say, but eventually there's enough time, because a poor tank Gragas by his lonesome is not going to do much into a 1v3.
It's very true, and we are seeing the big weakness of this Team Secret comp that our desk did point out. It's just the lack of damage. Jhin is not a real ADC. He is a mage, and I mean, cool play, man. You did a third of a Jinx's health. The flash means the barrel doesn't knock them into the team. Now a teleport arriving in the middle of the team. And is this Akali? The Realm Warp as well will deliver Glory directly to the backside. What's he done? He's winning them the fight is what he's done. As there's a shockwave, they'll try and split them apart. But once again, there's just not enough damage being dealt here by Team Secret. Penguin going incredibly low. Ryuk surfing through the team. Into the backline does go Lee Sin, picking up the kill. Now Jin raining in shots. He can finally do something as they have picked up kills. Sky have bit off more than they can chew. Another root lands, Artifact rushing forward, but they can't get onto Ryuk.
Yep, so where my concern lands into is Glory kind of wasn't collapsed on quite enough to really be the big disaster I was expecting, but Team Secret, they managed to kite back well enough that Hermine isn't getting in there, isn't dropping these rockets down, and they end up being able to salvage that play and turn it around into a victory. And this kind of falls back to why are we hitting the Karma? Because the Karma provides so much extra frontline for Sky to have to chunk through. And while they have a lot of damage, it comes out in quite a lot of burst. And it actually starts off so well because they commit so much and get nothing. But yeah, Glory moves in what felt like a little bit too far ahead, but they weren't able to really punish the tanky Rise. Yeah. But they were able to punish Ryuk, who was not able to get things done and not able to finish off Eddie, which let these bullets rain on from far. And that's a lot of execute damage coming out.
It is. Those 4 shots are when Jin gets to do relevant damage against this team, as they have found Elio somehow. Back to the depths with you, Nautilus. Okay, why were you there? I mean, he got kicked, so I don't think he was as far forward as it looked, but definitely out of position.
Yeah, solo warding missions up towards Baron, and that area is extremely well warded for Team Secret. They're going to be able to take this quite far. Objective Bounty's going to put in some work. Rockets clear the wave.
Cuts the wave. Yeah, and Ryuk cuts the neck, so that stops their push. There are pings on Ryuk, but you can't catch him. He gets away 100% of the time,
yeah.
Don't bother chasing him. I actually think this is just, okay, Ryuk's just going to go in. He's not even just going to try and run down, because he doesn't need to. He runs up, but tagged by a Jin W. Ryuk, again, eeing away. They will catch him. I think if he had run down, he gets away. But I guess he wanted to go towards his team, who started... That's horrible communication. If you're going to try and start Baron, run down. Run down.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big
communication.
And now the waves
even if you die,
pushed
right?
in mid. Yeah, like, you buy as much time as you can. I don't think he gets out, but he absolutely buys up much more time, and that Baron is probably successful. As it is, it's actually a huge win for Team Secret, because they got the kill. The wave had pushed in because all of Sky had moved to Baron.
It's only 4k gold.
Objective bounties have done their job. And,
but 20 seconds on Dragon. 20 seconds on Dragon. If they get the soul, hard to see them losing.
Oh, no,
Hextech soul on Jinx with a rapid fire. That is a tanky Rise. They're just going to go straight for the Baron. Okay, they're going to trade Baron for Dragon. I don't mind this. I think this is good. Just get the Baron. Yep, this is free.
Yeah, okay. Absolutely. No worries. You don't care about that single Dragon going over. And this could be what you need to finally break open their base and put this game in the bag. It's getting a little bit close for comfort, but this Baron, now they need to just sort of set up and play a little bit slow, do best this guy, because it can be quite easy. They have a decent siege potential, nice front line to block for the Jinx, and if they play Ryuk on a 4-1 angle, they can do a lot of damage.
They certainly can. This first wave will get blunted. I mean, there is a lot of wave clear in the Gragas and the Karma. They haven't reset after the Baron as well, so they might want to just get that under their belt. They do stop the push in the bottom lane as well. Glory down there in time to prevent more objective bounties getting fed over to Team Secret. This is an important couple of minutes here for Sky. If they can use this Baron to break the base, then it was the right decision. Otherwise, you're starting to play with fire.
Yeah, I really feel they need to be fairly aggressive with how they push this Baron, and if they can crack an inhibitor or at least give them a pressure point, preferably on one of the side lanes. I would like top side, so you have that control over the dragon next time around.
Great.
But if they just need something to crack.
It is worth pointing out that if you turn off nameplates, you might be confused as to why we're saying they have to be aggressive, because they actually scale really well. They have a Jinx, they have a Rise. But this is BTS. What? We're not confident with them in the late game.
Oh, and that's even worse. Glory has foregone all damage from this point forward.
So I get it. This is a 0 damage Rise, but he is immortal. Who on Team Secret is killing him? Like, okay, sure, maybe a normal Rise kills you in 5 overloads. This one will take 50, but he has time to cast 500.
I don't think... I still feel like it blunts not just your armor damage in a team fight, it blunts your siege damage. Like, if you get your auto attacks into the tower, it's not a lot of damage. And they do want that tower damage to come through right now, especially if they're playing Glory as that one lanes of that one in the 4-1. Because look, he's doing a little bit, but even if he gets an auto attack, and it's not going to be too much. And with how tanky this front line is, the fact you have gone for no damage. Oh,
there's a pick as they take down the Nautilus. Into the back line does go Ryuk. He could go big here, but he takes a lot of damage, has to find his way back out. Hero managing to survive, as does the tower. Jin W whips in, but Artifact going low, gets crit down by the Jinx, as does Lee Sin by the volley. Team Secret, it starts off bad, but they do well, and Eddie, the hero play, as he moves forward and takes out Drakthar, whips a W in onto Glory as well as they lose the mid lane tower. Teleport being used. Do they have a Gragas barrel? No, they do not. They can't reject him. There should be another tower going down. No, they managed to clear the wave. Team Secret, this is the last stand at the Alamo.
They hold it. Glory stays alive on the sliver due to just how tanky he is, for sure. But they're only able to pick up the 2, right? They can't actually cut through this front line because it's an Akali, which, okay, it's a lot of damage, but it's not good into tanks. And this Jinx can just be itemized against because you're not going to really worry about the Rise damage with the single damage item. So just... you're starting to see the struggles from Sky. They can survive a lot of the damage. These are long fights, but neither side is able to really cut down the other side. As we see,
ultimately used just to kill Elio. I don't know if I like that.
So much to kill Elio, but you see, they can't kill Hero. It's pretty much a ballsy flash to kill off Artifact there. I mean, I guess trade back by a nice Gale Force as well. So it's just inches, games of inches, because so much health and so little damage. It's just not coming together.
30 seconds. 30 seconds until go time, Marby. This dragon will once again be on the map. Another opportunity for Soul for Sky. As in goes Penguin, they find onto Glory, but it takes so long to kill him. As he gets over the wall as well, Eddie wants to follow in, but he can't! The armor saves him, Marby! The tank Rise isn't successful. And now the rest of Team Secret have to run away. Oh no, a moment of suspense there, as the tank Gragas is caught out as well. And that is Sky picking up kills. Realm warped in. Drakthar needs to be careful. Now they're very low. There needs to be... They're just going to go... I think you have to go for the Soul. This is risky. Yeah. This is risky, Marby. It might work. This could work. No, they're just getting inhib and hexgating. Okay, fine.
Inhib then rotate, that's fine, but that just means White Ryuk, you didn't need to go push that bot wave at all. You were already on the dragon. And now you've wasted a lot of time because you could have had that dragon, had that inhib, and rotated instantly into the Baron afterwards. I mean, you're probably resetting anyway, but you're resetting 10 seconds faster. Nope, Team Secret can't. They don't have burst. They don't have the damage to cut it down. It takes so long with Orianna and Jhin.
That's gotta be game, right? That's gotta be game. Hextech Soul secured. It's on a Jinx with a rapid fire counter. 5-item Jinx. We're talking about Ryze not building damage. Who cares if Ryze does damage when there's a 5-item Jinx? She does enough damage to kill 3 teams.
You know what would make Ryze even tankier? Well, by effect, sell that Frozen Heart, buy a Zhonya's. You get a little bit of AP, you get so much time delay, because here I'm like, oh, this is fine for Glory. He doesn't have one. He doesn't need it in the end. He didn't need it in the end, thanks to Drakthar being able to follow Eddie fantastically. Split second reaction, and they run it down. They've got the CC to follow it up. This team fight comp finally coming into its own. And they chase, they go in, but Ryuk pulls off, and it doesn't matter in the end. It doesn't matter. But I feel I'm just nitpicking because I'm waiting for it to fall apart.
I don't think it can at this point. I think at this point we can start to get a little bit excited about Sky picking up a win here against Israel. Of course, that only takes them to a game 3. It does not win them a series. It gets the game 3 as they start up a Baron. Zhu Hao moves in, whips them with that empowered Q. Hextech Gate gets Penguin over, but they're just going to peel off and go in as Eddie fires in those shots from the side. Ryuk goes low, but Elio goes lower. Hero, I should say, as he goes down. And look at this, the Jinx is spooled up. She's excited, as are all the Sky fans in chat. I know you're out there, all 2 of you, as you move forward. The Drakthar fan club is
It's only one in chat. It's only one in chat because the other one's here.
Rebel's here.
Come on, Glory.
Here is the Nexus falling down. They will take the win. They will get a game 3. Team Secret has never played a game 3 this split. They have not